welcome to 54 Nights. Terry's off doing some dog things with the grandkids right now. So here I am. I'm going to apologize. Everything is a mess right now. Just a flat out mess. We have been busy. And get this garage door opened up. It's 43 degrees outside. Fahrenheit for those of you who aren't around here. Come on. Noisy little thing. Today, it's Friday. We're getting ready to head to the lake. 43 degrees outside. We're getting ready to go to the lake. You know, I've said it before. Sometimes we just go to get away. And that's the case this weekend. We have been busy, like I said, and we're still getting the garage organized, I let the light change there a little bit. I made this workbench last weekend, so that took a little bit of time. And then check this out. The RV plugs into the house. Now, in the summer, I can run both ACs in the RV while we're sitting in the driveway. This is awesome. But yeah, I've got a water heater I need to put in, kitchen cabinets to do. We got to finish out this garage. We've got another set of shelves we've got to buy to finish it out, and I've got to work on my truck and get it ready to sell because I'm getting a new vehicle. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I am getting a new vehicle. Matter of fact, I ordered it about 2 weeks ago. We'll get to that later. Some other video, I'm sure. But today, we are going to the lake. We are going to vegetate at the lake. Tomorrow is a football Saturday. We're going to sit down. We're going to watch football because we won't do that if we're at home. If we're at home, we will have football on in the background and we will be doing stuff, whatever needs to get done. We just got to get away. So, 43 degrees outside today. Well, next week, it's October, people. I'm in Oklahoma. It's not supposed to be in the 40s. Anyway, so I think while we're at the lake, before we come home, I'm going to grab some of this antifreeze that Terry bought last spring. Take a couple of bottles of that with me, winterize before we come back home because I think it's supposed to be getting into the 20s like Monday or Tuesday night next week. So I thought I'd just kind of drag y'all along for a little travel day and going to the lake. Anyway, I got to get busy. I got to get some of this cleaned up so I can get the motorcycle put in the right spot so she can get her Subaru in the garage because we're not taking anything with us, just the motorhome because 2020. Okay, got the motorcycle scooted out of the way. She's actually got the floor of the garage taped, so she knows where her car is, so I know where to put my bike at. That's probably changed because we've moved stuff around since she taped it, but it makes things easier for me to put the bike up anyway, for now. So one thing we do before we leave on a weekend lake trip, we make sure we got food. to survive the weekend. We can forget anything else, but we can't forget food. Gotta have food. And I need to make sure I've got gas in this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go fill up the tank. I'll probably do that before we leave. You know, take it down, put gas in it, then come back and get her. Make things a little bit quicker once we get out of here, because we get out pretty late anymore because she watches the grandbabies. Two of our grandsons she watches, and we're not done with that till 5:30 or so. So we get out of here kind of late. I don't like getting out of here kind of late, but it is what it is. That's what we got. So anyway, see what kind of food we got. It's a football weekend, so we're going to be doing nachos, at least tomorrow. So I need chili beans and rotel. Neither. So that goes on the list to our trip to the Big Blue store. At least for now. There's another store opening up here pretty soon, just a couple of miles north of us, and it'll be no more grocery trips to the Big Blue store, which will be nice. Not that I have anything real against the Big Blue store. I prefer the grocery store that we usually shop at. Oh, and the refrigerator is pretty much empty. Eggs, bacon. I think we got Velveeta in here. Yes, we do. There's about half a loaf of Velveeta. So that's all I need. Need some Japalinos. She has her wimpy little no-heat Japalinos. Don't worry, I know how to pronounce it. It's jalapenos. But anyway, I got to get me some Japalinos with fire in them. Paper towels. We make a mess a lot. It looks like we might need a roll or two of paper towels, but we got those in the garage. So I got breakfast covered, got nachos covered. I think that's it, because I make the nachos I make, we'll end up just kind of munching on those all day long. I don't worry about clothes because I've always got clothes in the motorhome. And, you know, I don't have to match. I'm a guy. I don't need to match. So, gasoline, beans, rotel. I need an onion. Gotta have an onion. Eggs, bacon, hash browns. Need some hash browns. I actually prefer cutting up potatoes and using those as hash browns, but when I'm at a campground, I don't know. Just give me the frozen stuff. Let me throw it in there. Get it all done with. Oh, something I get to do now that we're hooked up to 50 amp at the house. I can turn this bad boy on. Oh, the warmth. Woo! Wow, the smell too. That thing hadn't been on for a while. Okay, I know I said I was going to stop, go up to Flying J and get gas, but we went to the Big Blue store earlier, and traffic looked like we lived in New York City. I mean, it was just bad. So it was like, no, I'm not going out twice in that.
Because we're having a big blizzard.
Yeah.
An Oklahoma blizzard, which just means it gets a little chilly.
Yeah. So I opted just to stop at the gas station right by the house. It's on the way. You know, Flying J is about 5 or 8 miles out of the way, so.
We have propane?
Yeah, we don't need it. It's not going to be that much. It's going to get freezing here at home, but down south, down at Lake Murray, it's not going to get down to freezing.
Oh, so. Is it not? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, hurry.
But it's after, wow, it's 6:30 that we're finally getting on down the road. Like I said earlier, we have been busy, very, very busy, and the dog just didn't make up her mind whether she wants up or down.
All right. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Okay, go back over there now.
You know, with her watching the grandsons 5 days a week.
Sorry.
Okay, you done now? With her watching the grandsons 5 days a week, I mean, this is just what we get. We're going to get down there after dark. It's Lake Murray. It's a familiar location, so it's no big deal. But it would be nice one of these days to actually leave in the middle of the day and get there at daylight and enjoy the evening. But it's what we get for having kids, I guess.
It's working.
So we'll be sitting up in the dark. We got in at 8:30 last night. This campground is packed.
And it's cold. Where do people out here when it's so cold?
It
Crazy
is
people.
The COVID effect. I'm gonna call it the COVID effect. You know, people bought new campers this summer and they went out to the lake, and you know, because they couldn't go anywhere else, do the social distancing thing that we already knew about. And then they found out, wow,
this is cool.
This is neat.
Dang
I like
it.
this. Because honestly, in years past, late October, mid-October, early November, whatever, campgrounds were empty. I mean, we would go to a campground and it would be us and maybe two other people.
Mm-hmm. And we could choose our site.
Yeah, we'd just pick a place and park it.
Yeah.
Not this year, and I really do think it's the COVID effect that's just
well,
doing
this
it.
loop over here is usually closed this time of year, isn't it?
Mid-November is when this
okay.
when this loop closes.
I bet it won't though.
Well, I don't know. Government does kind of weird things, but yeah.
No way.
So, you know, I told you guys earlier I was going to bring a couple of bottles of antifreeze. I don't know where the camera cut me off at. I ran out of space on the SD card because the SD card, oh, never mind. You don't care. But what I was saying was, you know, I was going to bring a couple of gallons of antifreeze so I could winterize this thing before we left the lake.
I haven't seen any antifreeze.
Yeah, I forgot to bring the antifreeze. But we're watching football. We did go for a walk this morning, which, you know, you saw that, but I mean, it's just a relaxing weekend. Just sit around and watch the game on TV. We're sitting outside, but she's freezing her butt off, so we may end up back inside before the game's over.
It's a little bit better right now than it was earlier.
Yeah, and go back to watching football. And that's why people hate dogs at campgrounds. Just saying. If you've got a dog at a campground, don't put him outside and let him bark all day long. It's rude to the other campers. He just wants to play. That's all he wants. He just wants to play. Football game's over.
We won.
Like you care.
You care.
So we're just out for another walk in the evening. So we're not completely sedentary on game weekends. We do get up and get outside.
Well, if the weather was going to be like it's going to be Monday, we would probably be pretty sedentary.
Yes. I just can't get over how crowded this campground is. October 24th.
And extra cold for...
Yeah, and it's cold. I mean, it's, I guess, chilly today.
For us, for Oklahoma, it's cold.
Yeah,
For Oklahoma, October, it is cold.
Yeah, it's chilly today, but tonight it's going to get pretty cold, and there's tent campers out here. So like I said, it's the COVID effect. I'm positive it is.
People don't want to get on airplanes, and they don't want to go in hotels. So
yeah,
there you go.
Oh, something else we forgot. The fence, our elaborate
yeah.
fence, the dog fence that we put in front of the camper. Yeah, we didn't bring anything, didn't bring the car, didn't bring the trailer, so, well, the fence is in the trailer, and we just totally forgot about it until we were almost here.
Yeah, but this is the first time since we've gotten the trailer that we've gone without the fence, I guess, or without anything, so I think it's just a get used to it type of a thing. We've never had to pull it out of the trailer for a trip before.
Yeah, and so after we get done with this walk, the sun's probably going to go down on us while we're on this walk. We'll probably park it in the trailer and watch some more football this evening, and then tomorrow morning we head back home. It's just, like I said at the beginning, we do this to get away from the work we give ourselves when we stay at home. It's just a relaxing weekend. Yeah, we can watch football at the house and save us a few bucks, but like I said, it'd just be on in the background most of the time, and we'd be doing chores. So we have to do this just to afford ourselves the opportunity to unwind. And I guess that's it. I think we're done here.
Now we need to sing the Elton John song. Don't let the sun go down on me.
I should have ended it 4 minutes ago. We'll see y'all down the trail.